Cato and the Late Show Band, everybody. Our friend. Ooh, folks, my guest tonight is a promising actor making his feature film debut in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Please welcome back to the Late Show, Conan O'Brien.
Nice.
Hey, nice to see you again. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stephen, how's late night? What's going on? I've been out of it for a little bit. Catch me up on what's happening, okay?
I'll send you the obituary. Now, you've been out for four years. 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years. So what do you... Now,
I remember just as I was leaving my late night show, I took you and all the other late night hosts out. Do you remember this?
Yes.
I took you
Yes.
to a wonderful Sizzler restaurant, and we all had our trays, and I told you guys, remember what I told you? I said, take care of late night. If you take care of late night will take care of you.
Yes, you
Remember?
You did say that, yeah.
I said, don't do anything to ruffle any feathers. Remember? I said that.
Yes, you shook your shillelagh.
I had a
while you were
shillelagh.
doing it.
It was actually a piece of steak I was shaking at you.
It was the shank of the
Yes,
bone.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I said, and whatever you do, don't speak truth to power.
Yes.
I said, cowardice is the way.
Yes.
In 28 years of my show, I never read the news. I had a masturbating bear and a plastic dog. I didn't even know who was president.
Thanks for being here, Conan. Lovely man.
I of course, adore you. I love you. I know you as a person and also as a comedic force. And I have like a lot of people, I'm very sad that this chapter is ending. Mm-hmm. But I also want to say that you're going to do amazing things. You're going to have a lot of fun. And the connection you have, and this isn't just you, it's Mr. Kimmel and Fallon, all these guys have, it's very special. The connection you have with your audience, you're taking with you. No one else owns that. That's yours. That's yours.
Well, you would know.
For the rest of your life.
Well, you would know because your audience certainly wanted you. Lovely people.
You know?
Very nice to meet you.
True story.
Thank you.
You're a good man.
Thank you
Good
very
man.
much. Now let's get to the heat of the meat here, Conan. All right. I know you've been trying
That's
to avoid
disgusting.
these. You've been avoiding these questions. You've been a late night host, a live performer, a podcast, a travel show host, a storied comedy writer, Saturday Night Live, The Simpsons. Now you add to your resume dramatic actor.
Yes.
Is that possibly real?
Yeah.
Because when my producer told me, I did not believe them.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it was, I have to say, this is all real. And I am in a movie, and it happens to be an excellent movie. It's a very, very good movie.
If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Directed and written by Mary Bronstein, an incredibly talented filmmaker. And starring Rose Byrne, who is...
Wonderful actress.
Absolutely, insanely phenomenal. And when I was offered this part, I immediately said yes, and for one reason. For 28 years, I sat where you sit, and I watched other people throw to their movie clips, and a jealousy started to grow. I never got to throw to a movie clip. I just didn't ever get the chance.
Well, we have a clip. Do you want to...
I would so love... No, no! You don't understand. 28 years, I watched some of the greatest actors in the world. And then I would say, they would do the big setup, and then I would see where you are and say, let's take a look, okay? Tonight, I want to do both. I want to set up my clip, and if you are amenable, we'll quickly switch seats. Not yet, not yet. I'll set up the clip here, and then I'll run over there, and then I want to do the host part. If it's okay, it's never been done before. And as we
So you're going to say, let's see the clip.
No, I'm going to describe the scene, turn to the host.
Oh, I see.
Then I run over and I
Okay.
say, let's take a look.
But can I ask?
I do that better than any host.
But can I ask you to do the hardest part?
Yes.
Which is after the clip is over, have a reaction to the guest's clip.
Yes. Do you want me to do
That
that?
has to both be positive and not reveal that you haven't seen the movie.
Yes. I can do that too.
Okay,
You
great.
ready for this?
You ready?
I'm going to do it fast.
Right.
Okay. I got offered this role, and let me explain the part really quickly.
Do you need to set this up?
Rose Burns. Yes, I'll set it up. Thank you. I'll set up the clip.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, we brought a clip.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you
And
need
for years-
Do you need to set this up?
For years, I watched actors get all pushy in type A and go, do they have the clip? Do they have it? Do they have it? And then you say, yes, we have the clip.
We have the clip.
Yeah, and say,
Ass.
Okay.
You know what? But you know what I really love?
What?
Is when you say, we have a clip here. What's this? And the actor would go, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's also fun.
Here's what you need to know for this clip, and it's not long. I am Rose Byrne's character's therapist. She is at the end of her rope. She is really, I mean, her performance is stunning, and she is at the very end of her rope. I'm her therapist. I've been her therapist for a long time. I am tired. I want out of this relationship, this therapist relationship. I think that's the best way to describe it. This is one of the scenes where you see that, you're starting to smell burned rubber here with the therapist. And he wants out. And so that's all you really need to know for the clip. Wow. Let's take a look.
We do have to stop now. We are out of time. I have another patient coming, so.
Wait, now? What about the 10-minute warning?
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention.
You didn't respond to the email that I sent you about my dream.
I don't respond to my clients' dream emails.
Okay, so if you don't bring it up, then what is the point?
Okay, you got me.
I had a dream, and I need to talk about it today, and I didn't get any time because you didn't give me a warning.
We can discuss the dream you emailed the next session.
Wow, it's actually a different dream.
Well, I don't really.
About you.
Okay, quickly.
Were you surprised you had that extra gear? I mean,
I'm surprised I had any gear at all after.
how did this come about?
I was minding
Who
my
thought drama?
I was minding my own business, and my phone rings, and it's a very familiar voice. This is about 3 years ago. Adam Sandler. And
Sandler gets everybody jobs.
he gets everybody jobs, and he called me
Can
up.
you put in a word for me? Because I'm free in June.
No. No. I don't think so. But he said, hey, buddy, there's a script, and there's this amazing writer-director, Mary Bronstein, and and the Safdie, one of the Safdie brothers is producing this, A24. They want to send it to you, and can I give them your number so you can read it? And I said, yeah. And he's like, that's right, buddy!
Were you prepared? Like, were you off book?
Oh, yeah. I've worked very hard on this, and then had my scenes with the insane Rose Byrne, who's so great. And I knew I'm in a very small room with one of our best actors, and this has to be good. Mm-hmm. I was scared, and I don't like to be scared, but I know it's important still to be scared, even at my advanced age. So, and when I learned it backwards and forwards. I worked with Mary Bronstein a lot, and I worked very hard. And she helped me a lot to figure out who this guy is. And then when I heard action the first day, my heart was pounding through my chest because I took it that seriously. But
Sure.
people seem pleased, so I'll go with it.
And I gotta say, I mean, I love the choice you made. This makeup, why did you want the character to look like an old Dutch woman? I'm just curious. Or are we not allowed to make jokes about this?
No, how dare you make fun of me? It is, it's the look I have. You know
what? Go with what you know.
I'm a beautifully aging older woman from somewhere in the northern climes of Europe. Yeah.
We occasionally, it's nice enough that you and I do some social things together. You and me and our lovely wives go out and have like dinner or
Yes.
coffee or something
Yes,
like
lovely.
that.
Yeah.
Go to the Vatican sometimes.
Yeah. We went to the Vatican
you and
together.
you and I went to the Vatican together
Yeah.
last summer. Here you are meeting Francis right there.
Yeah.
What'd you think? I'm just curious. I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know if they're applauding you or the Pope. What did you think of the whole
pretty
thing?
popular. What did I think of
The
it?
day.
I was just overwhelmed by the pageantry of it. I mean, I know that we both grew up in very Catholic religious situations, and so there's that element of it. And then he has these Swiss guards
Sure.
that are
In the
dressed,
Apostolic Palace.
whatever. Okay, I've seen better in Vegas. All right.
And looser slots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been to the Sphere. No, they're wearing multicolored, and they come in with axes, broad axes, I guess. You know the real name.
Halberds.
Ah!
They're wearing these sort of pantaloon things that were designed by Michelangelo.
Yes, and the one thing he got wrong, they're very garish.
Yes.
And the whole pageantry of them marching in to protect the Pope with things that look like you're there to slice, I don't know, I mean, wood.
Large sausage.
Large sausage.
Yeah.
So I was blown away by all that, but I just kept channeling my parents who would have just absolutely lost their minds if they knew. And I'm sure it's the same thing for you. You're thinking about all the people.
Yeah, my sister came with me and wore my mother's veil to cover her head.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It was incredible. Yeah. Going to Mass, 6 kids in the family?
Yeah, there were 6 of us. We were always late to Mass. The O'Briens were late to everything. We would all pile into this terrible 1978 Olds. It was all kind of smashed up, and my father hired a house painter to paint over it, so it had...
Painted over
Yeah.
the car?
Yeah. He said, I saw this wonderful young man standing on the median strip, and he said, I'll paint that car. And, well, he has house paint, and he had a brush, but, it's the same, and it's not the same!
Did he paint it on the median strip?
I think he did.
Did he do the shutters of the car?
He put gutters on the car.
Oh, my God.
We would roll up to St. Lawrence's Church in Brookline, Mass, easily 15 minutes late. No, and then don't woo for no reason.
Well, maybe they're fans of St. Lawrence.
I checked the line beforehand. So they roll up. We would roll up at least 10, 15 minutes late. And the thing you do, as you know, if you're running it all late, is
in the back.
you come in the back and you pin your wall to the back and you don't make a sound. And you stand for the whole service. Not my dad. My dad, not believer in that. My dad would walk down the aisle. He'd get all the way almost to the front while the priest was, speaking. And he would stand in the front. And then he'd turn to all of us. That'll be my camera right there. And he'd be like this. He'd be, right here. Yeah, I'll go direct this one. He'd go like, yeah! Come on! Come on! Come on! And we would, it was a horror show.
And you're all like 7 feet tall, too, so there was no hiding you.
Yeah, and it was awful. And we would shamble down there, shoes squeaking.
Yes.
We wore tin shoes for some reason. everything clanging and clattering, and it was. So I have a lot of traumatic associations
With them?
With that, yeah.
Well, you sadly lost both your parents a year ago, and your mother was a lawyer.
Yes.
And your father was an epidemiologist.
Yes. Yeah. Very smart. Very cool
smart.
people.
You know, a very. Did they think that you should have used your intellect for something more valuable to society?
Be very careful.
I'm just curious.
Be very
Did
careful.
they think you should have done something, perhaps a more standard use of the brain power than whatever it is you've decided you did?
When you're third of six, there comes this thing where they're like, he's got a job. And I think if I had called him up and said, I'm a hitman for the mob, but I have my own apartment, that have said, good job. They were thrilled that I got work quickly, and they were always fans of what I was up to. And the greatest gift I had was getting to introduce my parents to famous people. That I got to introduce them to presidents, and they got to meet all these just amazing people that just they were stunned. They got to bask in some of that, which really made me happy.
Were these celebs nice to your folks? Were they?
Everybody was nice, and then we had a really funny experience where I lived here doing the late night show, late 90s, and I was living on, I think, 79th and Amsterdam in a rental. And I had a party, and halfway through the party, and my mom was in town, so she was at the party too, and it was my staff, and we're all hanging out and having a good time. I get a call on my phone, first cell phone ever, and it's Jimmy Miller, who's the manager for Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey at the time had just come off of 4 insane, it was that mania.
Yeah.
He was the most famous person.
4 #1 movies like in 1 year, something like that.
In 1 year. And he said, hey, Conan, I'm in town with Jim Carrey. Can we stop by the party? We hear you're having a party. Can we stop by? This was not a Hollywood party. This was just I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. So lo and behold, Jimmy Miller, and he shows up, and there's Jim Carrey, who I'd met like once briefly, but he comes in, and he's like, hey, Conan, couldn't be nicer. Everyone in my staff's eyeballs, they're just melting. Like, this is not a guy who would ever have been on our show at that time. We were still struggling to make it. Biggest star in the world, and everybody's freaking out. And at one point, I noticed my mom is in the corner talking to Jim Carrey, and she's talking to him for a while. And you have that feeling that we've all had, where you're like, she detaches, she comes over to me, and my mom, I always thought of as Margaret Dumont in the old Marx Brothers movies. Yep. Well, Groucho, you know. My mom had kind of a regal air about her, and she said, well. And I said, Mom, what were you talking to that guy about? And she said, well, he's interested in comedy. And I told him my son had a struggle, but you stick with it. Stick with it.
God bless her.
And he's finding his way, and you'll find your way. And I said, this is like a Saturday. My mother has to go back to work at Ropes & Gray Law Firm in Boston, State Street, whatever. Has to go back to Ropes & Gray Law Firm on Monday. And I said, Mom, when you go to work on Monday, I want you to tell everyone in the office that you told Jim Carrey to stick with it. Stick with it. And she said, why? Who is he? Why are you doing it? Because she was like, I was always, and I said, just do that. I get a call Monday morning. I hear her, I pick up the phone, my mom's on the phone. In the background, I hear 30 people laughing as hard as you've ever heard anybody laugh. And she said, well, I didn't know. Incredible.
Fantastic. You do this one? I do this one too?
What's that?
Conan O'Brien Must Go. You want to talk about that one right there? Want to do that one right there?
Oh, sure, yeah, if you
Okay.
want. Yeah.
So everybody loves your show, Conan O'Brien Must Go. Just won the Emmy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very
for
much.
that.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. It was a lovely
And to
night.
your people.
Lovely night. It was great for everybody. The latest episode of Conan O'Brien Must Go was in Austria, quality country. I love Vienna.
Lovely.
What were your favorite parts?
My favorite parts were, first of all, there's so many great, getting to be on the mountain where Julie Andrews sings the opening for Sound of Music, and I'm in later hose and shorts.
We've got it. That's you.
And
There you go.
yeah, that was. You know,
That's fantastic.
you know what's great? And Stephen, you will agree with us. We're both doing jobs where we do things that we would do if no one was paying us.
Yes.
It's just chicanery and foolishness we're doing, and so that was a joy. Everything was a joy on that. But my favorite thing is when I get to shoot these parts. There are times where I lose my mind and they just keep rolling the camera, and those are my favorite. In almost 30 years of late night, that was always my favorite thing. Is my mind snaps and the cameras are rolling, and then it goes out into the ether. So I'm dressed as Freud, Sigmund Freud, in Freud's office, doing the whole makeup. And at one point, I do a remote there, and then I lay down on an air mattress. And
Not his couch, this famous couch?
His couch is not there, it's in London.
Okay.
And I wanted to lay on his couch, and I find out, no, his couch isn't here, so we ran out and got an air mattress. We inflated an air mattress in Sigmund Freud's office. I lay on it dressed as Freud, and then I start to free associate. And as usually happens, I very quickly turn on my staff. As Sigmund Freud, having therapy and free associating on an air mattress in Vienna.
Now, I understand there's a clip.
Let's take a look.
They push me, and Jeff Ross is in the background chewing gum and saying it looks pretty good. And he shrugs and says, I don't know, I don't eat bread these days. And I'm like, well, what the f***, so you don't eat bread? Is that something we're gonna talk about now? We're gonna die soon and we're talking about not eating bread? And the writers, they don't care, I just say that comes out of my head and then written by those guys. Oh, wow, that sounds great. Emmys for everybody.
Dr. Freud, I'm sorry, I think your session is over.
That went on and on. We get it to a completely different. Anyway, the film, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, with Rose Byrne, is in select theaters October 10th and nationwide October 24th. Conan O'Brien, is there anybody better? I don't think so. Oh, it doesn't say that. Okay, we'll be right back with a performance from Broadway's Ragtime.
Conan O'Brien, everybody!